Because do you remember that man called Sameer Wankhede, who at that point of time was spearheading the probe against Aryan Khan, who in court many a time said that Aryan Khan was a drug addict, that he was an international drug trafficker. Well, right after he was given a clean chit by the NCB, of course, Sameer Wankhede is no longer in charge of the case. He's been transferred. We called him. In this India Today exclusive, we spoke to the earlier NCB officer who had arrested Aryan Khan and fought that case. Sameer Wankhede, listen in.
समीर वानखेड़े जी, नारकोटिक्स कंट्रोल ब्यूरो की टीम ने चार्जशीट दाखिल कर दी है। आर्यन को उसमें क्लीन चिट देने की बात कही जा रही है, उसके खिलाफ चार्जशीट दाखिल नहीं हुई है। क्या कहना है आपका? आपने पूरा मामला देखा था।
सॉरी मुझे कुछ नहीं कहना है। नो मोर इन एनसीबी, प्लीज हैव द रिस्पेक्टेड ऑफिसर।
All right, viewers, I want to cut across right now to our Mumbai Bureau Chief. Sahil Joshi is joining us live. We also have Shaina NC from the Bharatiya Janata Party. In a short while from now, we'll be joined by Clyde Castro. Sahil, for the benefit of our viewers, I want you to take our viewers through right from the arrest to the clean chit, which has happened today, without a charge sheet, the operative part.
Well, Preeti, as you all know, the raid happened at this particular cruise ship. I remember the first day when the director of Narcotics Control Bureau gave a statement that there was a deep sea operation against this particular cruise. The NCB officials were present on the cruise. They raided the cruise and they have busted the rape party, is what was claimed by the director of Narcotics Control Bureau. And not what we are finding now is because the Aryan Khan is accused number 1 in this particular case, even though there was not even a pinch of drug recovered from him. Now, what has the charge sheet said today? What were the charges against Aryan Khan? That he had the drugs on him, he consumed the drugs, he was involved in drug trafficking, he was part of the international drug syndicate, because all these allegations were part of the Additional Solicitor General's arguments inside the court, so that the court should deny the bail for Aryan Khan, and he was denied bail not only in the magistrate court but also in the NDPS court, and finally he had to take bail from the Bombay High Court. For that, it took 26 days that Aryan Khan had to spend in Arthur Road jail. Now here, just forget Aryan Khan, that he is a Shah Rukh Khan's son, but look at what today has been mentioned in the charge sheet. The first important point, it appears that the investigating officer motivated to somehow implicate Aryan Khan in the drug case, is what the charge sheet is saying, filed by the NCB itself. The second point, Aryan Khan handed over the phone to the investigating officer voluntarily. It should be noted that such handling over was not according to the procedure, is the second point. And most importantly, many people were called on the basis of the WhatsApp chats recovered from Aryan Khan's phone, which was not right, because the Supreme Court had time and again questioned the evidentiary value of the WhatsApp chats. The WhatsApp chats on the basis of which since past 1 year, what we are seeing, the parading of various people in front of the Narcotics Control Bureau office, what the Narcotics Control Bureau themselves are saying today in the charge sheet, that it was not right because the WhatsApp chats are not permissible as evidentiary evidence as per the Supreme Court. Most importantly, the investigation showed that no drug was found on Aryan Khan. So he found with no drug. There was no drug test conducted on Aryan Khan. The independent witness, Prabhakar Sail, who actually died a few days back, had clearly told that he was asked to sign on the blank sheet by another witness called Kiran Gosavi. He did not witness any kind of drug recovery. So the independent witness who was made to sign the Panchnama was not present there. He was asked to sign on a blank sheet. There was nothing mentioned on that particular sheet of paper, and rest of the things were put in by the Narcotics Control Bureau officials. It is strange to note what is mentioned in the charge sheet. It is strange to note that in spite of clear-cut denial of involvement, the IO started looking for WhatsApp chats of Aryan Khan. That means the investigating officer found nothing on Aryan Khan. The person who was accompanying Aryan Khan, Arbaz Merchant, clearly told that the narcotic substance recovered from Arbaz Merchant was to be consumed by Arbaz Merchant himself. It was not for Aryan Khan. Despite that, Aryan Khan's phone was taken, his mobile was searched, and the WhatsApp chats were looked into. This is a gross violation of all the procedures of investigation, is what the Narcotics Control Bureau, the central agency, is telling about their own officials. The same questions were raised by the Maharashtra Minister Nawab Malik, who is now arrested by another investigating agency, Enforcement Directorate. Now all these claims, now the NCP is saying that will Sameer Wankhede and his team will be charged for this gross violations? Will they be prosecuted for this? Because somebody had to spend time in jail. Not only Aryan Khan but 6 other people, because 6 people have been let off. There was no international conspiracy which has been found as claimed by the Additional Solicitor General while arguing the case in the court, so that the bail can be denied. So this is very clear evidence that how the Central Agency Narcotics Control Bureau conducted the investigation in Aryan Khan case. In this case, somebody was there to call their bluff, but you have been seeing that since Sushant Singh Rajput's drug case, multiple times people were paraded in front of Narcotics Control Bureau office. Nothing happened in those cases. When Riya Chakravarti was given bail, in her bail order, it was written that the 27A, that is the charge of being part of the drug business, there was nothing found on that, and that's why Riya Chakravarti should be released on bail. So whole this WhatsApp chat business has been questioned by the investigating agency themselves, when the same officials were using those WhatsApp chats to summoning people to the Narcotics Control Bureau office and kind of harassing them, is what has been mentioned in the Narcotics Control Bureau's charge sheet, which has been filed today in the Bombay's NDPS court. So, these are not my words. This is mentioned in the charge sheet, and I'm just reading out of these pointers from the charge sheet itself.